Hey guys, how's it going? This is Yasir Khan, and in this video, I will be talking about the number one mistake I made as an entrepreneur and why it kind of cost me dearly. Okay, so the reason for me making these videos is that you can kind of understand where I went right and what I did wrong so that you can avoid doing the stuff that didn't help me out. Okay, so that's why I'm kind of laying out my life openly for you. So let's get started. Well, if you talk to entrepreneurs or business owners, you sometimes get a feeling that this guy set up his business and now he's rolling in the money and he's not doing anything to manage the business and he's just living the life. Well, I can tell you right now that that is almost never the case unless that person has either a senior manager or a managing director managing his company or companies so that his personal involvement is totally hands off. In other words, if you are talking to a small business owner, there is absolutely no way they will not be working their butt off in order to expand their business or at least to keep it at the level that it currently is. It is a myth to think that business owners are just sitting around and waiting for the cash to come in. It doesn't work that way. Okay? Uh, the problem is that in TV shows and in the movies, we are led to believe that once the business is up and running, you don't have to do anything to keep the money flowing, to keep the revenue coming in. And this is the furthest thing from the truth because irrespective of how big your business is, and it doesn't really matter when you started the business, you will have to attend to things. It could be anything related to customers, to taxes, to machinery and equipment that you buy, a strategic planning for expanding the business. You will not be able to sit around doing nothing. Okay, so this is a myth. I mean, at least I haven't seen anyone who has a considerable level of success just sitting around and waiting for the money to come in. It doesn't happen that way. So the reason why I'm telling you that is because that is the number one mistake I made. In 2015, I became complacent because I was doing decent six figures every year. And then I was like, okay, I'm gonna lay low for a little while because the money's coming in and I don't need to worry about it anymore. And that was a big mistake because in the next 2 years, my business went down by a considerable chunk because I hired all these people who I thought were doing a good job at expanding the business and taking care of the customers, and I wasn't monitoring them perfectly. And then I realized that they were not doing their jobs properly, and I don't blame them. It's just that it is my business, and only I would know the right way to do everything and to take care of my customers. An employee that I hire will not have the same motivation to make sure that everything is done properly because once again, they're getting paid per hour or per year, whatever that is. It is not their business. They don't have a stake in it. The only stake they have in it is that they will get fired if they do a horrible job. That's the only thing that matters to them. Okay, and I'm not saying that anyone is a bad person. No one's bad. I mean, my team is amazing, but please understand that as an entrepreneur, you should be guiding people as to what they need to do in order to expand your business. Okay, you cannot let people you hire tell you what to do unless they really, 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 really know what they're talking about. Okay, which is most often not the case, especially in your expertise. Okay, so if you hire a website designer, of course he or she will know what to do in terms of website design, but in talking to the customer in order to get the customer to order again, I mean, you cannot get that person to communicate with the customer, okay, because his or her expertise is with website design. So that's the number one mistake that I made, and it cost me over $300,000 in lost revenue because I didn't realize until after 2 years that I had hired people and they were working fine, but they just could not replace me in terms of strategic guidance and plans to expand the company and customer service. Okay, because once again, they don't have the same stake that I do in the business. So, lesson number one learned the hard way is that if you want to be an entrepreneur, there is a price to pay. Okay, you cannot expect to just sit around, and you cannot expect your work to be over. Okay, if you currently have a job, once you come back home at 5 or 6 or 7 p.m., then you can remove the office mindset from your head till the next day that you go into the office. Unfortunately or fortunately, it doesn't happen when you're a business owner. Okay, no one's gonna wait around for you to take a day off and then come back, because a business is constantly either expanding or contracting, and you just have to put in more hours in order to make your dream come true. Okay, there's no other way about it. If you check out all those multi-million dollar companies, there's always one or a couple of different people sitting at the top, not doing the work but planning the strategy, making sure everything is going the right way, and hiring the right people. Okay, they're not sitting around doing nothing, no matter what they lead you to believe, or no matter what the TV shows or the movies lead you to believe. It just doesn't happen that way, guys. Okay, so yeah, the good thing about entrepreneurship is that you can live the life you want, in the way that you want, of course. You don't have to do the 9 to 5 hustle, and if you do everything right, you make a lot of money. So the reward is there, but there's a cost involved with every single action and every single decision. And if you're not willing to pay the cost, pay the price, then maybe this isn't the right idea for you. Okay, so yeah, thank you once again for watching this video. Let me know what you think about it in the comments below, and tomorrow I will come to you with another video. Thank you and take care, guys. Bye.